Welcome to Pupcorn, everyone, and happy Halloween! In this episode of Just for Fun, we have a spooktacular countdown of our top 13 favorite movies to watch for Halloween.
If you don't see your favorite Halloween movie on this list, drop it in the comments below because to me, every day is Halloween. Lucky number 13, Halloween. You know it's Halloween. I guess everybody's entitled to one good scare, huh? This one is really a Halloween classic. I mean, since I was a kid, there have been people dressing up as Michael Myers. I mean, it did come out in 1978. Feel old yet? We have baby Michael, who kills his sister and is put away. But then he comes back. And Jamie Lee Curtis, the mistress of screaming. This movie really laid out a foundation for slasher movies. Even though it isn't technically the first, it pushes the genre into the mainstream audiences. Plus, this is the first slasher flick to take place on Halloween.
Number 12, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
This has all the cheesy 80s goodness you can get from a horror movie, from the amazing special effects to the acting team. Johnny Depp gets sucked into a mattress where this crazy waterfall of blood spews out. But the real MVP is the actor who plays Freddy, Robert Englund. He is scary but also so funny. He really does steal the show in the end. Plus it takes real guts to kill Johnny Depp. Heh, see what I did there? Guts? It also solidified Wes Craven's position as a master of horror. Plus, the movie is even better when you find out Freddy is based on Craven's cat.
Number 11, Halloweentown. Magic is very simple. All you've got to do is want something and then let yourself have it. This is a far cry from the gore and guts of Halloween and Friday the 13th, but this is a nostalgic classic. Before we had Harry Potter on the silver screen, we had Marnie Cromwell from Halloweentown. This movie is in the 1990s wrapped up with a freaking bow. It brings back all of the memories of Halloween and trick-or-treating, and even inspired my personal love of witches. Marnie is a young witch who doesn't know she is a witch until she runs away to meet her grandmother Aggie in Halloweentown. This is where Marnie and her younger brother and sister learn to use magic, trust in their family, and prevail over evil. So yeah, Harry Potter eventually did it better, but this movie had heart, damn it.
Number 10, Young Frankenstein. Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5 foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla? Frankenstein in general is a horror classic, but Mel Brooks bumps it up to the next level with Young Frankenstein. This is a funny twist on the classic horror. Gene Wilder is a treasure in every film he's in. This is certainly no exception. He plays Frankenstein and just nails the role. Mel Brooks movies are perfect for every occasion, but this one is definitely a fun Halloween flick for me.
Number 9, Monster House. Oh, so it's a girl house. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was late to the party with this movie. I just saw it this year and was actually pretty good. There are a ton of really funny quips and innuendos in the movie.
Are you guys mentally challenged? If you are, I'm certified to teach you baseball.
The animation is actually really interesting. It's kind of creepy and stylized. We know they're human, but they aren't trying to be hyper-realistic. The expression of the house is so good. It's creepy and cool, a lot like the Amityville house. This film has all the great elements I look for in a Halloween movie. A little bit of humor, a little bit of charm, a little bit of creepy. I would recommend this as a family movie for Halloween. It's got a great story for kids and a few great jokes for parents. I mean, what else can you expect from the writers who would eventually go on to make Rick and Morty?
Number 8, ScoobyDoo on Zombie Island.
Like, that was really scary, Scoob.
This time, the monsters are real. This movie is a trailblazer. It raised Scooby-Doo from the dead. The franchise had stalled for the most part, and this film revitalized the characters and the story. For the time it came out, the plot was something we hadn't seen from a Scooby movie before. The gang has broken up, and they have moved on to careers outside of the mystery gang. They get back together to investigate a real haunting. They visit Moonscar Island and encounter real zombies. It is a spectacular Scooby film and has a lot of darker tones that critics and viewers alike enjoyed. I definitely recommend this movie to anyone and everyone. For an in-depth review and analysis, check out our full Pupcorn movie special here.
Number 7, Hocus Pocus. Oh look, another glorious morning. Makes me sick. This is a Halloween must. I don't think I've ever met someone who hasn't seen this movie. And if you haven't, please don't tell me. Let me live in my dreamland. It's been 300 years and the Sanderson sisters make an epic return when Max lights the black flame candle. These witches have no idea how the modern world works, and they need to complete a spell before daybreak or they'll die. It's funny, it's charming, and it's nostalgic.
Number 6. Trick or Treat. Werewolves, vampires, ghosts, and zombies. Not to mention Sam, who is the spirit of Halloween. This movie is so well done. It has multiple stories that all interconnect and a timeline that is just a bit skewed. One thing's for certain though, Sam is now the mascot of Halloween for me. He definitely doesn't like it when people hate on his holiday. This adorable little creature prowls around observing the events in a sack and burlap mask with his pumpkin lollipop. But even with how cute he is, he will kill you if he has to. How adorable. Hello, Sydney.
Hey, it's fine.
We both know you can't do it, right?
So anyway, number 5, Scream. This really revitalizes the teen slasher movie genre. Ghostface is smart, clever, and just as obsessed with horror movies as I am. Now, I'm not a serial killer, but we can like the same things. Get ready for the classic bloodbath. It's a good thing I look at the phone ring, then text to see what you want.
Number 4, Zombieland. Okay, so let me begin my 3-part apology by saying this movie is hilarious. The zombie apocalypse has finally happened, and we follow the adventure of this ragtag group trying to get home, trying to get to a safe place, and trying to get Twinkies. This is a comedy, but the zombies are still kind of scary. So I think this is a great flick to watch in the fall. Or, whenever.
Number 3, Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
The main characters get let go from their jobs at the university and instead begin to hunt and capture ghosts. This is absolutely a cult classic that even people who've never seen the movie can quote it. It's weird and fun and creative, and a movie that I love to watch.
We came, we saw, we kicked it.
Plus, who doesn't love the cheesy 80s graphics? There are no top 2, only Zool.
Number 2, Nightmare Before Christmas. Nice work, Bone Daddy. You made it to number 2. This claymation film is spectacularly done, and the music is just so good. The concept is one of the most unique stories I've seen, not just for the time, but since then. The Halloween monsters try to take over Christmas and make a mess of things. And yes, I do watch this at Christmas as well. I mean, Jack is an absolute staple.
Number 1, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Well, it was worth a shot. This is my all-time favorite movie to watch for Halloween. A few others come pretty close, but this weird, outlandish film just fills my strange little heart with joy. The color scheme, the sets, the actors. None of it should work, but it does. The 2 ghosts that are just bad at their jobs are hilarious on its own, but then mixing real actors, animation, and claymation, it's just superb. It's like a nightmare on acid. It has the standard goth aesthetic and is insanely quotable.
I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it!
Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget to share what your favorite Halloween movies are.
And if you enjoyed this episode of Just for Fun, give it a like and subscribe. See you next time.